3 times. 3 times. You've been back 3 times. You're a you're a triplet.
You know.
You're a triplet. You just can't get enough of it.
No.
It's so much.
And it can't get enough of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Oh, man.
you just can't get enough of it.
I can't. I'm made for the screen and the scene.
Made for the screen and the scene.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Oh, man. Wow. So what's been going on the last couple of days?
You know,
I've had plenty of adventures.
Just doing the table and not really too much. I mean, I always got stuff going on. I mean, with this and then,
that.
I always got things happening. I'm always trying to do something, but it's winter and it's cold and it's depressing. You can't go outside and,
It is.
you gotta sit in your house and.
Yeah. I've had a lot of crazy shit going on from home to work to fuck. I'm like, can I catch a little bit of a break here? A little Kit Kat?
Well,
Could you break me off a piece? But yeah, that's life. Kids, the whole house has gotten into it.
Put that down in your pocket once.
Oh.
I just want to see. Sometimes when I put my phone up here, it'll fucking
make noise.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sometimes I
Didn't
might
even think of that.
like my phone. I had it up here when I was doing it with Alex, and I had it by the mic, the XLR cord, and it was like I could hear it like the phone was interacting with it.
Right.
I don't know why.
Gotcha.
I don't know. It's sensitive, like me. Just the sensitive,
Sensitive thing.
sensitive stuff. Yeah, I don't have kids, so my life is pretty like,
kind of easy going.
well, I mean, other than
Steady.
having, depression, it's, it's like,
There.
it's,
When mine was like, shh, shh, shh. You know what I mean?
crash and burn.
Beep. That's that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was thinking, we could do some little fun topics or whatever, something to get the viewers' attention, kind of grab them.
Yeah, it's kind of what I do with Alex. Like we've done a few things. Like the last time we done like the one time we done like the 10 luckiest people in the world. We just done like the 10 oldest people in the world.
Wow.
Just a few. I mean, this doesn't take
So
up.
you had some ideas, you just didn't want to bring them up.
This was both of those episodes were shot after the second time you came and before you brought it up to me to do a third one. So, or just to keep on doing it. So because it was the same with us. I mean, we were just sitting down, you're just talking and whatever. And then it's like, well, what can you
what can you do?
What can you talk about? Like what,
All right. Example, favorite movie. What's your favorite movie?
My favorite, like, of all time?
Yeah. I don't know if you have, like, you probably got categories.
Well, I mean, yeah. Like, are you talking comedy? Are you talking action? I mean, because...
Oh, man.
I mean...
Favorite movie, just favorite movie.
Just favorite movie of all time. I don't
Yeah.
know if I have a favorite movie of all... I don't know if I have one that's like... If Haley was here, she'd be like, oh, no, yeah, you do. It's that one. But off the top of my head... I don't know.
Mine's The Wizard of Oz.
I don't like The Wizard of Oz.
No?
It's such a weird ass movie.
It is now when you grow up and you think about it. But back then, man, I wanted to be Judy so bad.
Is that her name?
Judy Garland. Okay. Dorothy.
Oh, okay.
Dorothy. I don't know why I said Judy.
I was going to say her name is Judy, and I thought it was
Judy Garland. And the movie was shot in Wisconsin. Isn't that crazy?
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know
Somewhere, I forgot what town they said, but yeah, it was shot in Wisconsin. Think about it. All that farmland,
That's
all
weird.
the farmland we get up here. Yeah, but
wait, is there only one? There's only one, right? There's not like there's not like a new remake of Wizard of Oz, is there?
I think there is, but it's kind of, that one's dumb, kind of. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's cool to some people, but it's like, I don't know. I like the old one because it's just, I don't know. It was my favorite movie since I was younger, and I was like, I even remember fucking, in like 4th grade, Mrs. Olsen, I'm in her class, the fucking bitch. And she asked like everybody, and the one time I thought I'd be brave and raise my fucking hand and like say something because I didn't like to raise my hand and shit. She was like, oh, okay. She's writing down on the little projector thing. Oh, what's a place that you'd want to live, when you grow up? Everybody, give me examples. And I'm like, Kansas City, and because of Dorothy. You know what I mean? What a dumb. Now that I think about it, I'm like, fucking idiot. But then I'm like Kansas City, and Kansas, and she's like, so she writes, Kansas City, what are you, crazy? What are you, crazy? I want to turn it. And I was like, stupid teacher. Yeah. I got teary-eyed and shit. I'm like, stupid teacher, my dream. God. Yeah, you want a tornado to come get you? I'm like, you've obviously never seen Wizard of Oz.
I want a tornado to come get you.
I was like, I can't believe you said that. I'm like, what a bitch. Just destroyed my dreams, just down to the garbage. She just destroyed them.
Gone.
Destroyed my glittery shoes and everything. Can't believe she did that.
Withered away.
Yeah. What a fucking... What a Debbie Downer.
I don't know if I was ever asked that question in school, and if I was, I definitely didn't raise my hand.
The one time... Never again.
Yeah, the one time.
Never again did I raise my hand.
I don't know. I don't really have...
Not in her class.
I don't really have a... I know I do. I know there's probably a movie that I just, I could, rewatch.
So, do you like scary movies?
No. I hate scary movies.
I'm scared,
and it's not necessarily...
I'm scared, and it makes me mad.
It's not really that I'm scared. It's not like I'm like, oh, I don't like them because they freak me out. I know they're fake. I know it's just a production. It's a movie. For me, it's like, why? Why would I want to watch some people move into a house and then get murdered?
Crazy,
That's
yeah.
not fun. For me, it's not fun.
Yeah.
It's
not fun for me. And then plus later on, when I want to put my leg out,
yeah.
I don't want to worry about Chucky getting my toes.
Yeah,
when
you get up out of bed and then somebody's under the bed.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I mean, I don't like scary movies. I know there's we've watched some movies here where somebody breaks into someone's house and kidnaps their kid or something. It's like an action movie.
Right.
And I gotta run down to the car. I mean, and if I go outside at night anyway, I'll take my gun with me.
Right.
Just because whatever, I don't know.
Right.
You never know what's gonna happen.
Right.
But I'll take a flashlight with me, if someone's gonna fuck with me. But I don't know. I don't think I get scared. If it's so hard for me to see the point in it. I don't get the point in a scary movie. What's the point? What is I get it.
Yeah, some people like to get scared. Yeah, my daughter loves scary movies. My mom loves them.
Really?
Yes, I will not. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't like things popping out at me. I get fucking and then I get pissed off. When it pops out, right, and I'm like fucking bitch, and I'm like you
get mad, right? You get mad because you got scared.
Yeah. At the moment I'm scared, but then I'm like, fucking stupid bitch, and then I get pissed off while I'm watching it. The typical, the lady falls. The killer's coming after her.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she fell. She's looking back. She's taking her time. She can't get up.
I know.
It's I get pissed off. I'm like, when I'm watching it, I'm like, I don't want to watch it, but then I'll catch a glimpse of it, and I'm like, and then I kind of get into it a little bit, and I'm like, you fucking dumb bitch, get up!
Right, what the
fuck you doing, bitch? This, you know what? You're all right.
Right,
now you're gonna die, stupid.
Right,
because you're just fucking sitting there waiting for the guy to come get you.
It's exactly how I am. It's exactly how I am. I'm watching a scary movie, and I'm like, they're not gonna. He's gonna. You know what? You deserve to die. You look at where you're at.
Come on, you're just fucking sitting there. Yeah, you can't get up.
Right,
you're stuck.
You can't run. What? You twist your ankle. Come on, get your.
Come on, this ain't Scream. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then whoever's there is like, will you calm down? It's a movie, and I'm trying to watch, and I'm like,
Haley,
I'm fucking pissed.
That's what she does.
I can't even look at it no more. I'm pissed.
No, I get intense sometimes. It wasn't scary, but it was about someone breaking into a house and killing a family or something. But it wasn't it wasn't a horror film. It was more of a suspense. And right. I woke up, I ended up having a dream that night, and
That's another thing.
So I woke up and I grabbed my gun, my firearm, and I searched my whole house in the middle of the night. I was awake. I mean, I wasn't sleepwalking or anything.
Right.
I was fully awake. I was coherent. Right. And it's I don't know. I don't see the point. I like action. I love comedy. I love comedy movies, and I like action movies. I just recently watched that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood with Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt, and it was produced and directed and everything by Quentin Tarantino.
I don't know.
He did the Kill Bills and Pulp Fiction, but that movie was I liked it. Haley wasn't into it, but I liked it.
I know there's some people at work I've talked to, and they're like, "Oh, I love scary movies," but yeah, I don't really like action movies. And I just look at them like fucking aliens. I'm like, hold the fuck on. You've seen Avengers, right? And they're like, no, and I'm like, you don't fucking like action.
Yeah.
who the fuck? I'm like, I can't even be friends with you
I
right
got
now.
it right here. I got a little
Groot?
Groot. Yeah.
I'm just like,
Groot.
I'm like, dude, I fucking love action movies. I'm like, how could you not like action movies?
so
And there's
good.
some people that are just like, no, I just like the romance. And I'm like, how fucking boring.
Yeah, that's
I'm like,
boring.
I mean, I like some romance too, but I need some action. You know what I mean?
Romance movies.
I'll watch some romance movies, but not all the time.
And it's not
got to
'cause-
be mostly action.
It's not because I'm a guy.
funny or action. You know what I mean?
It's not because I'm a guy. It's just because what I don't want to watch. Dude, oh, they don't like each other. Oh, and then they fall in love. Come on, it's predictable. Okay, it's predictable. People, they not. It's a
They
predictable.
might get some ideas. Lovey dove. Who knows?
Listen, me and him, we've been together 11 years. Yeah, she knows I fucking love her. Okay. Yeah.
That's all you need to know. Anniversary present for fucking what? No. Come on, I told you I love you last night and I fucking meant it.
I told you.
You need proof, huh? Shit. Fuck. I gotta show this girl everything.
I feel like those
No.
are parents. You know what I mean? I
man, that's funny. That's funny.
I told you.
Fucking A. Flowers? Why? The neighbor's got a garden out back. Look at those.
I fucking did $18 for a fucking thing of flowers. I'm not gonna buy.
They're gonna die.
The fucking card's $5.79.
If I fucking buy them, you're fucking growing them. I want. You know what I mean?
Listen, if you pay me for them, I'll get them. I'll get them for you. You know what I mean? If you pay me back, I'll get them.
What do you mean you don't like carnations? You know what I mean? What the fuck? I thought you said, no. I said you weren't even listening to me. I was talking about people being reincarnated, you know? Okay. What? Fucking A. I could have sworn you said, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I could have.
Oh, man.
I could have sworn you told me.
You never listen. Yeah. Oh, man.
No, I don't.
That's good.
I can't. I don't watch. I don't do. And she doesn't really watch like romance or whatever. No, we're into action. We like action. She likes action. I love like true stories, like an action movie based on like a true story.
Yeah, those are cool because you're like, oh, man, you know?
They hit me though. Like when I watched Lone Survivor, like how it was. I mean, the events maybe not were identical to exactly what happened, but they were pretty damn close.
Lone Survivor. I don't think I know that one.
It's got Mark Wahlberg and it's an army movie. You know what I mean? But
Oh, okay. I think I saw that one. I don't
it's
remember all the parts.
but it's so good. It's really good, and it's based. I mean, it's based around a true story, like events that actually took place. And what I liked
yeah,
about
those are really cool.
because it's like it shows you like
Right, history, and you know what I mean.
and it's like the sacrifice that they made. Like these motherfuckers were getting shot, and they're still moving,
Right.
they're still fighting, and they're doing it. So I love military action movies
Yep.
that took place or that are like
True story,
after
based
true,
on- yeah.
but not true stories, and then they just make it and they add all kinds of stuff like a real like not
Right.
raw but like a true story. And then I like action in general. I mean, I love.
Right.
Action movie. I mean, who doesn't love an action movie? When I was a kid,
Right, come on. That's what I'm saying. Come on.
when I was a kid, I fucking loved Steven Seagal. That motherfucker. Oh, I love that motherfucker. When I was a kid, I was like, Steven Seagal, you know, he's going to get him,
Right.
you know? And then you grow up and you're like, is he really good at martial arts? Like, is this a
Right.
real thing?
Because why do you have a pot belly then?
Yeah, like,
what I mean?
like, is this a real thing?
You know what I mean? Like, come on.
And he was, so I guess he really did.
Was he?
Yeah, he
Okay.
did train, but now, and then he was like a cop. He was like a sheriff in Louisiana.
He was a real.
yeah, like an actual like sheriff or
See, I
whatever.
didn't know that. That's fucking cool.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's fucking awesome, man.
It is weird. I don't know.
I know, like you hear like Matthew McConaughey. Like
I
he's a
love-
professor.
I love Matthew.
He's a
McConaughey.
real professor.
Such
And
a
I'm
good
like,
actor.
dude, I'll fucking take your class right motherfucking now.
right now.
I'll move, tell the kids, I'm coming to your class. You know what I mean?
He's a listen.
That's fucking cool, you know?
And I like watching good actors. Not
No, right.
yeah. I like what because some people
Right,
are like.
new ones that you don't know who the fuck this
Well, it's
guy
hard.
is.
It's hard. It's like I know they're trying to get their chance, but it's like, dude,
Take your
you're,
chance
like,
somewhere else.
Like you're just not. You're just.
you're-
You're not pulling it off, man. It's not working. Like
not your time.
Matthew McConaughey
He's
is a
fucking awesome, dude.
actor, dude.
Right.
And it's the same with like Denzel. I fucking love Denzel Washington.
Denzel Washington.
That motherfucker.
What's his name? Liam Neeson. He's fucking awesome.
He's good. Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt. I think Brad Pitt is phenomenal. And so same with Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean, obviously he's a
Right.
I'm also a huge fan like Tom Hardy. I think he's underrated as an actor.
Tom Hardy. I know him, but I can't put the.
He played in like Django not Django Unchained. That was Leo. He played in that new movie with Leonardo DiCaprio, but he's played in other movies too. I just watched a movie
if
called.
I'd see it, I'd know, but I just off the top of my head, I'm like.
Well, usually I have it hooked up to the TV. I'm just so hard off the top of my head. He played Bane in Batman. He also just played Venom. He was. I
didn't see that one.
You didn't see the movie Venom?
Nope.
He's played in some lower, like he played in. Oh God, what was the name of them? Was it Lawless? I don't know. Can't remember if it was called Lawless or not. But it was with Shia LaBeouf, who I also.
Oh, I love that
love
guy.
Shia LaBeouf.
I freaking. But are you a true fan?
I think
ever
he's-
since Even Stevens.
Yeah,
Are you?
Yeah. Well, I've watched. So we had Disney Plus for a little while. I watched the whole all the seasons of Even Stevens like 10 times.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, fucking hilarious,
I fucking
right?
love- I
oh my
fucking-
God. Like, oh my God.
When
I used to
you-
watch that. I
yeah.
watched every single fucking
And
one.
you have to go like imagine he was the good.
He was, yeah.
He was that good.
That young.
Yeah, that
that
young.
fucking young.
He
and
was
like,
good.
I feel like he don't get enough credit.
No, he doesn't. And
Like, I don't see a lot of movies from him now that he's older. Like, I've seen a couple, but I'm like, dude, what the fuck? This
Well,
guy's fucking awesome.
because people, I think they see like the weird stuff, like when he got
Right,
arrested.
wasn't
like when
right. I don't know what exactly happened.
I don't know what happened when he got arrested and he was like, "Fuck you, cops! I got a gun. I'll kill you!" Like all this stuff in the back.
Right, they were
seat.
saying like, oh, he's crazy or something. I don't
Yeah.
exactly know the story,
I don't
but
know
I'm like,
but no, like the new movie he just did, Peanut Butter Falcon.
I don't think
So I think it went to theaters, but it's so
he's a fucking good actor.
it's if you haven't seen that movie, it's so fucking good. It is.
Really? I'd have to write that. You have to write that down. Remember it.
Yeah, it's I think it's either the Peanut Butter Falcon or just Peanut Butter Falcon. It's so good. It's so good. It's such a good movie. Like Shia LaBeouf is such an underrated actor, and a lot.
He is, dude. He's
And when I tell people, they go, "Oh," and that's just what I believe.
he's fucking awesome, dude. When I used to watch it, I was younger, obviously, and oh my God, you'd hear me in the other room just dying fucking laughing, and I just couldn't stop. And my mom's like, what the fuck's so funny in there? And I'm like, oh my God, my God, my guy Lou, Lewis, my guy Lou, man, he's so fucking funny. And she's like, that's what you're laughing about? And I'm like, oh my God, yeah, he's just fucking awesome, Like, you remember the time that he had a fucking club and the janitors fucking
Oh my
at
God.
school.
Yes.
I'm like, this guy's a fucking legend, you know what I mean? And it's just a show.
It was like that.
I'm like,
what
I
was it?
want to be like this guy, man. Yeah.
Was it like the?
It was the janitor's closet. He had a fucking club in there. You go in and it's just huge, and you're like, it's a fucking closet. How did it expand? You know what I mean?
I'm gonna hook up this thing.
So, yeah, but he's just, I tried to get my kids to watch it. We looked it up on YouTube, on the fucking PlayStation, because I'm like, hold on a fucking minute. I forgot all about it. I'm like, we're gonna fucking watch Even Stevens, and they're like, Mom, what's Even Stevens? I'm like, oh, you'll fucking find out. About 2 minutes here. Let's pull it up. And then, so the quality of it wasn't as good because it was on YouTube. You know what I mean? And I'm like, what the fuck? Where do I even get the videos or the, But it was just fucking great, And so I'm like, oh my God, this guy's awesome. My kids are just like, oh, okay. I'm like, isn't it fucking funny? Like, look at the guy. And I'm bringing up stories and they have no clue. And I'm like, yeah, one time, like, he's a real guy. I'm like, one time he had a fucking party. He had a club in the janitor's closet. I mean, the guy's great. He's a legend. And they're like, okay. And I'm just telling stories about him or how, like, his sister had a big project and she had to be up early, but he went in there and he's eating chocolate. And
He's
got it
so
all over
good.
him.
He's
got it
so
all
good.
over him. And he unplugs her stuff. He's like, eating the chocolate, unplugs her stuff. Well, her alarm clock got unplugged at the same time. So she couldn't get up. Her whole day was wrecked. Everything was wrecked.
Yes.
And he's just chilling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she's like,
It's-
and she's seen chocolate on the wall and stuff and on the cord, so she knew it was him.
I love it.
And I'm like, this guy's fucking great, man. I love this fucking kid, I'm like, he's fucking awesome, It's just like,
Let's see if I can.
yeah.
I'll find his. He's so he's underrated. I really
He
like
is.
him.
I seen some movie. It was kind of a weird movie. It was The Adventure of some, I don't know, some guy. He was in another country and he was like, he met this girl at a club and I don't know.
He does. I think he
of-
does a lot of low budget stuff. Now that's a good movie. That's a really good
Fury.
movie.
Was
Fury.
he's in there?
Yeah, he's in there.
Okay, yep. I think I saw that one.
For you guys watching, I'll put something up on the screen so you guys can kind of see,
What we're talking about
what's
here.
happening. Yeah, like I think he does like more low budget stuff. So the Peanut Butter Falcon, that's amazing. It's so good. It's so good. And then Honey Boy, that was weird. That was a weird one. For me and Haley watched it. That was kind of weird.
I don't think I know that one.
You could tell it was more low budget, and it's raw. It's a very raw movie. I mean, there's like nudity, there's sexual parts. Like it's just raw. But see, I think that's what he wanted. So like he did Transformers, and then I think he was like, I want to like do like more
something different,
like that's other stuff that's not so, I don't know, like, oh, super mainstream. Because that's how I would be. Like if I was an actor, I feel like I'd want to do really raw stuff, and that's what like Quentin Tarantino, like it's raw. Like I don't know if you've seen Pulp Fiction or not before. It's got John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson.
Maybe, I think
but
so.
It's really,
I'm not good
like
with remembering.
That's really good because it's like, and same with like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It was like this like raw, and it's like it's true events. Like it's a true story. It's got stuff in there about like Charles Manson and stuff. It's just it's neat. I like seeing some raw shit,
right?
Like raw movies,
right?
Yeah, some of these I don't know. It's a short video, but Fury was really good. Like. He did these Nymphomaniac movies. I never saw those.
What?
Charlie Countryman.
Countryman. That's what I was talking about.
That's good.
That was a good movie, and I was like, wow, he played that good. It was kind of a weird movie.
Yep.
But it was still a good movie.
And then Lawless. That's he plays in that with Tom Hardy. So I was correct on that. Yeah, Lawless. Like there's some movies he did where it's like a little more low budget where you're like, okay, it's good, but whatever. But yeah, there's so many.
But he plays the parts well.
He does. He does a good job.
Yeah.
He does a really good job.
He's fucking awesome.
He does a really good job. I don't know. There's so many good movies. I don't know if I could choose. I'm not.
Right.
I'm super indecisive. Listen, I'm one of those people that's like, here, let's go out and buy a table, and then I'm there for 6 hours looking at two tables.
Right.
And the only thing different is one has a line and one doesn't.
Right.
And I can't figure it out. So choosing, I like the Avengers. The Avengers are good.
I love the Avengers.
A lot of people like that new Joker movie.
See, I'm kind of weird because it's like the Joker, I don't really give a fuck about him. I don't really care to see the movie. Weird. Like it's kind of like with Batman and Superman. Don't give a fuck about those guys.
Yeah.
But Avengers, I'm there.
I like the
there.
Like,
well,
that's because they're so Marvel's is the
right, because there's DC and then
the MC, is it Marvel? So Marvel and
DC
then there's
and Marvel.
the DC. I don't like DC.
Yeah,
which is Superman,
that's like Batman.
Yeah,
See, I don't. Yeah, like I've talked with a
fans.
couple of people. Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, are you a DC or Marvel?" I'm like, "Dude, what the fuck you mean, man?" And they're like,
"Yeah."
Oh, so they had to break it down for me. Like, oh. DC is like Superman, Batman. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about them.
Yeah, it's
back in the day, when I had to watch it, okay, cool, Batman guy. Right. He has a cape, can't even fly. Kind of boring. But, cool, he saves, the world and shit. But I'm like more of a Marvel.
Yeah, I like.
You know what I mean?
I
love the fucking Avengers.
I like the Avengers and
every movie. I'm like, oh fuck, I see it, coming out in theater. I'm like, we're gonna go fucking see it.
Right.
Like me and my kids have seen like almost all the Avengers movies, not all separate, like
So like I've watched a lot
Iron
separate.
Man, but all the Avengers. I think me and my kids have seen all of them in the movie theater.
So I like Thor. I'm a huge fan of the Thor movies.
Yeah, Thor movies are dope. I've seen all his.
Yeah, I've seen all the Iron Mans. I
think I've seen all the Iron Mans.
We've done the Captain Marvel. We've done all the Guardians of the Galaxies. Obviously,
yep. I love those.
We watched the Doctor Strange movie, which was actually really good.
Yep. Seen that.
So like we've seen a few outside of like the Avengers, but. Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
Disney too. I'm big on cartoon. You're not because you don't have kids.
I'm not so much. Yeah, I'm not so much on the cartoons.
But I am like the new. There's like the live Mulan's coming out.
Well, see, it depends. Like,
and I'm
now,
like, I'm fucking going to see it.
It depends because
with or without those kids, I'm going to see it.
I like what the fuck is it?
Like the Lion King.
I
love the Lion King.
We saw that in theaters.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
See, was it good? Because I didn't see it.
Yeah, I liked it.
Did you?
Good.
Because I'm like, I don't know, man. Fake animals talking. I'm like,
no, it was good. They did a really good job.
Did they?
I think they did a really good job.
I mean, it's nothing like the original. I don't know.
It's the same story. It's the same storyline. It's the same.
Things are different. The music's a little bit different.
Yeah.
See, sometimes I don't like that.
I think the music is maybe a little different, but it's the animals. It's very good the way they did it. They did a good job.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They did do a good job.
Yeah, some people are like,
and I like
good,
the original.
I love the
I
original.
like the
but
original, and I like Moana.
I'll have to check it out.
Moana. I
I love Moana.
I think I love. I've seen that like
I
3
freaking love
times or more. And I watched Frozen. I watched Frozen with
I
Haley.
seen Frozen in the theater. I cried to that.
I haven't seen. Is there a 2? I don't know.
I think there is. It just came out.
Or it just
Not
came
the-
out, yeah.
The 2. I haven't seen that one yet.
And I like the Maleficent
Maleficent.
movies with
Angelina Jolie.
We watched the first one, and I was like, whatever. Sometimes I don't think I'm going to be into something,
Yeah.
whatever, because it's,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is weird. And then Haley turns it on, and I'm like, okay, and then I get into it.
Right.
I mean, I like some. I'm not like a huge guy when it comes to like certain ones. Like, some of them, like the Frozen, it's like, I can take it or leave it. I'll watch it.
Right.
Yeah, sure, but I'm not gonna go out of my way and go to theaters. Now, if there was like a second Moana, I'd probably go to theaters for that because I really liked the first one.
Right.
Or the same with like.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That was pretty good.
It's so good.
Yeah,
it's,
that is good.
It's such a good movie. They did a good job on it. They had
Yeah.
good actors. The singing
Yeah.
was good. Everything was really good. I liked it.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was a good movie.
Yeah, man.
But you said they were gonna make one that's real. Like
Mulan, not Moana.
Oh.
Mulan. I freaking
Mulan.
Okay, she's the Chinese girl. She takes her dad's place in like the army. They all got.
I feel like I know what you're talking about.
So she dressed up like a boy, and they didn't know she was a boy. She had to like join the army and like practice, fighting skills. And their whole team sucked. It was a cartoon. And then they got really good. And then they had found out like she was a girl, and they're like, no girls were allowed in the army.
right
So
here.
that's the new one that's coming out.
Oh, that's the
But the cartoon,
which is like
you see
real life.
You see over there the cartoon
right
in the
here.
green.
Yeah, okay. I've seen images of that before. Like
You haven't seen the movie Mulan.
No, I don't think I've ever seen
You have got to be kidding me, dude. Now you got to watch it. You probably won't be able to get into it, but it's funny. Like the kids' cartoons, they're fucking funny, man.
I don't know. It depends. There's a lot of things. Like me and Haley just watched that whole series
man.
about the You, the on Netflix. It's called You. I didn't think I was going to be into it, and Haley started watching it, and I was like, I'm not watching this fucking shit.
like,
About a
hold
guy who's like obsessing over a girl and like following her and knows everything about her and life and all this other shit. And I was like, I'm not gonna watch this. This is stupid, So I came
Right.
into the studio room and I'm like, just doing my own thing. And then every now and then I'd
then
go out there, use the bathroom or see, if she's
And you
still
kinda
watching.
stop, and
then
you're
all of a
like-
sudden I'm like, okay, so I had to wait for one time. I think one of the nights I had to wait for something to download on my computer. So I went out and I sat in the living room and was waiting, and I started watching it. And then all of a sudden, next thing you know, we just watched the whole first season, and then I missed a few episodes in the beginning, which wasn't too bad. And then we watched the second season, and it's not a cartoon or anything. Like it's
Right.
but it's weird. I don't know. There's a lot of things that I'm like, oh, I'm not going to be into that. I don't want to watch that shit. And then Haley's
Right.
like,
and then you are sometimes. You know what I mean?
and then I get into it. Yeah,
That's kind of how I am too.
like Haley likes watching like documentaries and stuff, and I don't mind that either. Like we just watched that
Right.
Aaron Hernandez documentary on Netflix,
Oh, okay.
which is again,
I didn't watch it. I heard a big.
which again
Everybody's
is
watching it.
it's good. It is really good. Like the guy, everybody's so I don't know. I'm not like, I think that he was fucked up. Like he was fucked up. I think
Because he was a football player. Is that right?
Well, yeah. So yeah, he played for the New England Patriots, and then
Okay.
he played for the Gators in Florida, so the Florida Gators, and then
like what happened? Like he killed somebody. I don't.
he killed a gentleman who was his wife or girlfriend's sister's boyfriend. So it was like his brother-in-law, kind of in a way.
Oh, okay.
So it was his sister-in-law's boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know. He led a life of
Like why did they say why, or were they like?
well, I think it's still kind of undetermined on why he killed him, but there was two other people that were there that night. He says he didn't kill him. There's no actual evidence that he was the one that pulled the trigger. He was there. He was there when the guy was murdered. 100%. He was there. His footprints are in the thing. He was there. I mean, everything adds up. But there's no proof that he was the one. That he was the one that took his finger and pulled the trigger and shot him. So he always said, I didn't shoot him. For a while,
okay.
for a long time, he said, I didn't shoot him. And then
But he did confirm he was shot. I mean, I didn't shoot
but then he denied even anything happening, like him being there and all this other stuff. And then after a while, obviously he got convicted of that murder, and then they said, life in prison. But then there was 2 other people that were murdered in outside of a nightclub that they say that was him that did it. I don't believe he murdered those 2 people. So I believe it was this other gentleman. It's a weird story. It's weird how, like, you had this guy, right? And everybody's like, he was so successful, and he didn't grow up like necessarily in a terrible neighborhood, but his dad was super strict, and he led this quiet life, I think, of homosexuality.
Right, because what were they saying about that? I had read that, like,
that he was, maybe he was bi, or maybe he was fully gay, but he had a girlfriend, he had a kid, Right. I mean, when you live with it and you don't let it out, it can be shitty. I don't know, it can make you do shitty stuff. But he also had CTE. I'm not saying that's what.
So what's that?
So CTE is it's the new thing that they've discovered. When you take too many hits to the head, or your brain isn't. I mean, it just goes back. And what happens is it can make. That's why, like, Junior Seau committed suicide. He was I think he was a linebacker in the NFL for like 14 or 15 years or something. I could be wrong on that, but it's a disease. Your brain just like starts to deteriorate, and you start doing things that you wouldn't normally do.
Okay.
You can have psychotic breaks. You can get dementia. I mean, it's because you're taking too many blows. And he had a lot of concussions. I mean, he did get a lot of concussions during football. When it was elementary, I think he was 27 or 30 when he killed himself, when he hung himself. And when they
which was in jail, right?
He was in prison, yeah.
Right, okay.
And then his family allowed them to take his brain for study. And then they did a study on it, found out he had CTE, and I think he was like one of the youngest people to ever have CTE. And it was bad. Like, it was.
Oh wow.
It was the CTE. It wasn't just like, whatever. It was a very, very severe case of CTE. In someone that young. And the woman who studied it said this is like 20 years worth of just damage, just collision.
Wow. Yeah, because I know my son was in football, some couple of years back, and he got a concussion his first game, and I've talked to some other people, and one lady I worked with, all her sons were in sports, and they've all had concussions, but her one son kept on getting concussions, and they're like, you can no longer play sports because you've had so many.
Yeah, and
they won't allow it.
And
I don't know how
he could grow up and have CTE. Like it's like, it's not like,
right,
you just get concussions and then
right. So I mean, was he like, well, obviously maybe he was doing something out of the normal, but I mean, did he speak like he was normal? I mean, he obviously didn't sound like he was like.
Yeah, so you can see right there, like that's a normal brain, and then on the side is advanced CTE. I mean, you can see how it's just.
Oh wow.
It's just deteriorated.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
But see, the problem is I think that even if you like, if you take so much and then you stop, you can still just develop and develop and develop. I mean, I don't know why, as a parent, if your child gets a few concussions and you go, oh, you know what, we're just gonna keep you playing, get a couple more, and then we'll think about taking you out. Next thing you know, your son's got 10 concussions. He's in 6th grade. That will and is going to affect him 100%. That kid will be affected by those concussions when he gets older.
Right. That's
100.
Scary.
I don't know how many concussions he had, but
right.
Even a couple concussions, depending on how bad,
right,
can affect you. I mean, I skated, so like I don't think I have CT, but I skated for 10 years. I took a lot of trauma when I skated. I fell all the time. My head was always just, I mean, I've hit my head.
That's what's wrong with you. No, I'm kidding.
I've had concussions.
I'm kidding.
But it can cause, I mean, CT,
right.
I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's scary because the NFL, they were probably butthurt about it because they were like, oh, well, we, our stuff is, but it's not. I mean, their helmets are
They're
not.
They're probably not going to give a shit. I mean, they're making so much money.
Yeah,
like.
Yeah, and not everybody gets CTE, but I mean,
right.
There's been a lot of cases. I mean, it's the same with like fighting, MMA,
right,
which I'm
right.
a huge fan of. MMA.
Right. Too many blows to your
right.
head. Right. That's crazy.
Yeah, because you keep on taking it. You're literally taking, you're just constantly
right.
taking damage and trauma. That's nuts.
That is crazy.
Like boxing, that's all trauma. It's
Right.
not like MMA. MMA is there's still like you got like you can go you got jujitsu.
Right. You kick my side or
Yeah.
something, you know.
There's different things.
Boxing is straight to the head.
Boxing is you getting punched in your fucking head. That's what you're
Right.
getting hit. You're getting hit in your fucking head. Just
Right.
over and over and over and over and over again.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm sure that they end up with issues. But football is really bad. Football is really bad. It's like it's terrible. I don't know. But they said he had severe case. Like it was like super severe for being his age. They were like, the doctor was like, holy shit. And a lot of people were like, well, we still think he's bullshit because he killed those people. You can't say it was CT. CT didn't make him do it. And it's like, I don't know. I'm not saying CT did make him do it because, he was, he was able to drive and do all these other things. But still,
right.
It's like if somebody has a mental health problem, like if they have depression and then they go out and they do something stupid and they go, well, they knew it was wrong. They do. But if you don't have depression and you don't know what it's like having it, you don't know what it can do to somebody.
Right.
Like it can make you, you can get fucking weird.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, I guess, super, super severe depression. Sometimes people, most of the time they don't go out and they just hurt themselves.
Right.
But like people it's weird. Like if you don't go through it, it's the same thing with racism. We were just talking about that. Like if you're not going through it,
if you're not going through it yourself, you don't really know what it's like.
You don't know what it's like.
Right.
So it's like a lot of people are like, oh, well, he was still able to make decisions. He was, but that the whole point of CTE is that it affects your decision-making process. So if you have something going on in your brain that's affecting you from making the right decision, then it's not all 100% you. And it's crazy because he didn't even like it. There's phone calls, you can like hear. He didn't sound that intelligent.
No, that's what I was wondering. I was wondering, like, does he sound like he's like mentally challenged? Like, is it?
He didn't sound mentally challenged,
like,
but he definitely didn't sound. He definitely didn't sound that intelligent, and you could tell. Like he tried to be. Like he was like this. I don't know, like a wannabe gangster or something. I don't know.
Okay.
It's a weird story. It's fucked up. He did what he did, but. It's such a weird. I feel like there's just so much more to it, and then he committed suicide, So, I guess you never know.
Right.
You never get to know like the actual, like of who actually shot that person. They think, and the other two guys that were with him, I think they went to prison too. So I think they arrested them too. But like I feel bad for the family, obviously, of that person, but.
Right.
I don't know. It was weird. The whole thing was weird. The whole thing was weird. And then I guess I don't know, was it Connecticut or somewhere? If you're in prison for say murder or something, right? And you kill yourself, you get acquitted of those charges. Okay. So, right. So you're dead, but the charges then don't, so they never go in the books that you committed that crime. So he hung himself. And then they took the charges away. They dropped everything because
the other guys are charged with it. Or...
Right. So the other guys are still charged because they're still alive. He was acquitted of that charge because, well, he wasn't there to represent himself or be in, Well, family.
They already charged him with it, so that doesn't make any sense.
Wait, right. So they charged him with it, and then because he's not
killed himself, so then
So then they get rid of rid of the charges. Well, then the family. I think the gentleman's name was Odin. I don't remember his last name. I think his name was Odin. His family fought to bring the charges back. And look, I get it, but he's dead. Bringing the charges back isn't going to do any good for, it doesn't, if somebody killed.
Right, but I kind of understand that. Why would you take them away?
Because he's
He's gone, he's off the books. All right.
Because
so
he
wasn't
there. Because he wasn't there to, like, if he...
he already got charged with it. So what's he going to fight now?
Well, if he's...
You know what I mean?
He goes... If they ever had to go... Like, if he had to go back into court, he can't be there he's not there to represent himself. He's not there to, have any kind of interaction. So how can you charge somebody who can't be there to defend? I think it's a stupid thing. I agree. I think it's dumb. Why would you get rid of it? Listen, you charged him with murder. If he dies, why would you get rid of the charge? but they explained it. They're explaining it better than me. I'm explaining it like an idiot. So forgive me.
I guess I kind of understand that part. If they had found some new evidence, or someone came forward and found something new, or knew something, and then
it was a stupid.
They'd have to go back to court, obviously.
Yeah, it was some stupid thing that's been written. It was many years. And people would use it for like, I think like maybe if someone had like life insurance, but if they committed murder or something, I don't know. Because he was owed money from the New England Patriots. He was owed $40 million roughly. I think somewhere around $40 million, because he signed a 5-year contract right before he went to prison from the New England Patriots. Well, his wife, who was the beneficiary of everything, I think because he was convicted of murder, the New England Patriots didn't have to pay out the money. So by him killing himself, getting acquitted of the charges, the New England Patriots would then have to pay the money out to the spouse.
Right. Oh, wow.
So I feel like that's why he did it, because he knew he was serving life.
Right. That would make sense. So since they acquitted they still.
Well, no. They fought that. They're going to fight that. She would spend more than $40 million trying to get the $40 million, because Robert Kraft, who owns the New England Patriots, was so probably embarrassed because he had to testify in court. You're talking a guy that's worth billions of dollars had to go into court and testify, and he's fighting that shit. He's saying, yeah, I'm giving you $40 million, and he's got good lawyers and got a lot of money.
Right.
So he probably just kept on just one after another, and she probably never got the money, but I feel like maybe that's why he did it.
Right.
Because you're in prison for the rest of your life.
Right.
You're not getting out. Like, there's just no way.
Right. So how is she gonna take care of your kid?
But they fought, and now he is the charges got put back on him, which, I mean, it was stupid anyway, whatever. I mean, I'm pretty sure in Wisconsin, you go to prison, you kill yourself, guess what? You're still a murderer. I mean, it's not like we're like, well, listen,
right.
Since you killed yourself, we're going to take them away. Right. You're not alive to enjoy the fact that we just got rid of the charges, but call it a day. Yeah, I mean, no, it was some weird law there, but that's a really good series to watch. We watch everything late too, because we don't like.
So do I. I don't like. I'm like, you know what? I'm not fucking following your fucking trend. I'm not doing what you do.
Yeah,
I'll watch it 2 weeks later.
Yeah. Everything is.
My sister's seen every fucking thing you can think of. I'm like, hey man, good fucking show. It's on Netflix. She's like, yeah, I fucking saw it like 2 years ago. I'm like, what?
2 years ago, yeah.
I just now watching it, and she's like, oh yeah, did you get to the part where? And I'm like, no. And she's like, all right, so she won't say nothing.
No, you gave it away, but thanks.
But she's watched every fucking show you can think of, and I'm like, sometimes she's like, oh, you should watch this. It's good. I'm like, no, fuck that. No. I ain't doing it. And it's probably just because she tells me to. Oh, this is good. Yeah, I don't think so. I watch what I want. When I want.
I know Haley.
I don't want to watch it.
Haley watches a TikTok. She'll send me TikToks.
Oh man.
Haley watches TikTok.
I don't know why I'm like that.
And she'll send me TikToks, and she goes, "Have you watched the TikToks I sent you?" And I'm like, "Nah, I watched them." She goes, "Why?" And I was like, I don't know. And it's
because you fucking told me to, and you don't fucking tell me what to do.
You don't tell me.
I do what I want when I want. Like, I'm a grown man.
So like, I don't know. I don't know if it's like.
Yeah, so and I know the shows that she tells me are good. You know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, I don't fucking feel like it.
So then you're at home. I mean? Yeah, you're at home and you do this. You scroll by.
I'll watch it in a year.
She tells you about it. You go home.
There's that fucking Shameless.
And you go by it and you're like, and you just click.
Well, and some of them, like, like Shameless has like a lot of like nudity and like and I'm like,
yeah, you get
a lot of times my kids, come in the room and I'm like, I kind of feel bogus if I have to be like, get out. You know what I mean? So it's like, whatever I'm watching, I want it to be something that if they come in, I don't have to be like, oh my God, pause it or fast forward that part. It's a bad part,
Yeah, Shameless.
I'm not too bad about it, but like sex scenes or like, I don't, what I mean?
Right. Yeah,
or whatever, kissing and groping. Like some parents, like I think my sister lets her nephew or my nephew, she lets her son like watch some stuff, not obviously sex scenes, but like groping and stuff, for a quick couple seconds, like on the scene. She don't care. And I'm just like, oh my God, close your eyes. I'm totally different. So, you know what I mean? I'm like, get out. I don't need you to have any ideas. Like, I don't need no grandbabies. Like,
I'd probably be like, shut your eyes. I'm going to shut them for you.
Yeah, close your eyes. Turn away. Close your ears. You know what I mean?
Listen.
I'm like,
Yeah, I don't know.
So I'm different, but yeah. So I haven't I seen like a
You
couple.
haven't watched Shameless?
No, I seen a couple like
That's funny.
15 minutes of it, and it did look good right away. I'm like,
It's-
oh wow, this shit looks entertaining. It looks
it
interesting.
is. It's entertaining.
You know, but I haven't watched any more than that. Like I watched it. My daughter was around. I turned the shit off.
it's definitely entertaining.
know?
I hate it's good. I like it. I've seen I think all of it except for the newest season they have because I'm whatever. I'm not gonna go out and get I don't have cable and I'm not getting the HBO app or Showtime app or whatever to watch it. But it's okay. But it's like portrayed as like this family who just like can't get ahead and can't do this. I don't know. I just don't believe in that shit in life. So I don't believe in the whole if you live in a bad area and you live in a bad place that's just a life that you get and you just gotta no. You can move. You can not saying move out into a good neighborhood, whatever. But I'm saying you can like do the things that you
put the work in,
want to do in life.
Right.
But it's good. I mean, it's entertaining. It is entertaining.
And I don't know why I haven't fucking clicked on it. I'm like clicking through Netflix. I'm like, look at this shit and no fucking new shit to watch. And it's a bunch of shit that I've never watched. I'm like, fucking watching that, ain't watching that.
Have you seen the Ozarks?
No.
You have not. Oh, so that's good. That's good.
Ozarks, okay. So what's that about?
It's called Ozarks. I think it's just called Ozarks.
I've heard of it.
Ozarks. It's got Jason Bateman in it. Just, when you get home, just watch preview. It's got 2 seasons right now, and the third one comes out in March. It's good.
Ozarks. Maybe I have. I don't
It's
know.
good.
What's it about?
It's kind. I think it's if I remember right, it's about a financial guy who handled stuff. He was like did accounts for people, and I think he did some for like a mafia type thing. But then he had to I think it was like the cartel or something. So he got involved with the cartel, and then he had to move to Missouri to the Ozarks, which is an actual place. It's an actual place in real life. It's so good. It's so good. It's so hard to explain.
Maybe I'll watch it. Then. I don't know.
I'm terrible whenever I'm the worst person explaining a movie.
Oh yeah.
Same with directions. Somebody goes, how do I get here? And I'm like, oh, you just want to so you're gonna go straight down. You're gonna take a left and then a right and then another left and then you should be in the parking lot. And they go, what are the street names? I'm like, oh, right. So what you're going to want to do then, and then I tell them, like, that's different directions. That's not the same directions you just told me. And I'm like, well, yeah, but listen, you're going to get there, okay? You just got to...
just listen.
You're right. If you just listen to
follow
me.
my hand. This, this, that, do a 6, not a 9, and then you'll be there.
And then Haley comes in and she goes, go straight down Joliet, take a right on Oak Hill, and you're in the parking lot. And I'm like, it's not that, I wouldn't say it's that easy.
If you don't take the hook, then
no, oh my God, I'm so bad. I'm so bad with explaining stuff.
Oh man.
And then Haley comes in and she just explains great. And then I'm thinking,
what are you making me look bad?
who the fuck invited you?
Right.
Who the fuck
Get in the back.
Who the fuck invited
Get in the
you?
back.
Yeah, she always corrects me too when I'm talking. I'll say, "Oh, I done that." She goes, "Did."
You know what the fuck I meant.
And then I look at her and I go, and I roll my because it's like, don't fucking. She'll do it in front. Sometimes she'll do it in front of somebody, and I'm like, you fucking.
You only correct me in private. We talked about this, huh? Remember last time when we had to talk in the car?
I don't know. I do a terrible job at explaining stuff, so.
Oh, that's funny.
You're sitting there, you're like, oh yeah, okay, so he did accounts and then the cartel. Oh, great. And then he was at the Ozarks. Huh, well, it's
good enough for me.
It's fantastic.
I'm like, all right, cool.
I know.
I think it's something, I don't know. My sister's seen everything, so it's like.
It's suspenseful. Like, it's not horror or anything like that, but it's suspenseful. Right. And there's some parts that are funny, but it's good. Like, it's interesting. It's something that you could be like, oh, and it's the same with You. That the series, it's literally just You. It is interesting. It's very interesting how this guy is such a fucking lunatic, like a fucking psychopath, but yet a nice guy.
Right.
And you're like, wait a minute. He's such a psychopath, but he's so nice to these kids. He's so nice. He's just such a nice, he's helping everyone, but he killed that person. He did. He murdered him, and then he put him in a meat grinder. But he's just such a nice guy.
Oh, and that is crazy.
It is. It's weird. It's weird. You have this like super nice guy. That's weird.
Right. That's what makes it so crazy.
I know.
You're like, what the fuck?
That's why I don't know. I think that's why I got sucked into it, because it was like at first when she first turned it on, it was just this guy following this girl around, and I was like, this is boring.
Right.
I don't watch this shit. And then all of a sudden, you know,
Normal stuff I do on a Saturday. Look at the people's window now.
when I'm driving around at night, they got their curtains open. Look at the couches they got, you know, and then you slow down and they're looking out the window. Who the hell is that?
And next thing you know, you're drinking orange juice from their fridge. No.
You're fucking living with them, you know, you got the whole basement set up.
What's the Netflix password again? Oh, man.
We do. We drive around. If we go somewhere at night and they got their windows open, we'll fucking, you know, we'll look in the windows. I like to see what other people got. I'm nosy, you know, or even in my house. Like if I hear something outside, it depends on where I'm at. If I'm already standing up, I'll look out the window. If I'm sitting down, I don't know, because it's a lot of work. I gotta push the recliner in. I gotta I got bad knees. It's just, you know.
You know, I have imagination. You know, I'm right. You know, I'm up in my room, second floor, and I'm like, I hear a ksh, and I'm like, that's crazy. I wonder if someone crashed with their car into my fucking garage. Oh well, only got 5 minutes left in the show. Guess I'll find out later when I go to pick the kids up from school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No one's knocking at my door, so fuck.
That's pretty funny.
Guess it's nothing.
Yeah. So our door, nothing works down there, right? Our doorbell doesn't work. So if somebody comes to our house to the front door, and I don't hear them. I don't hear them knock. I don't hear
You don't call, you don't knock. I mean,
I don't even know.
You're out of luck.
Yeah, I don't know they're there.
You know?
I have no idea. I'm just, and I'm not going to go look out the window.
And then if you know, I mean, if you don't call, I mean, then who are you really? Then you don't
even know my number. Why are you at my house?
You know what I mean? So that's a no-go.
Listen, I'm just saying.
You never know. You never know how many people were knocking at your door out there. Psychopaths.
There was one guy.
They wanted to see, did you have orange juice?
There was a guy. He was like serving our downstairs neighbor with papers or whatever. And he knocked on the door and he was like knocked hard as shit. And she didn't answer. She was home and she knew he knocked. But she didn't answer, so I go down there, and he's like walked around the side of the house, and opened the door, said, what can I do for you? Like real stern, you know, like I'm going to fucking, you know, don't come to my fucking house knocking on my door like that. And he goes, I'm looking for Anne Marie. And I said, that's the downstairs neighbor. And he goes, and I said, come in, leave it on her door.
Right.
She was probably pissed. She probably got mad as fuck too. Because I let him in the little, like, little
hall there.
Yeah. To put it on her door.
So what, the side door is just only your thing? Or what?
Back there?
Yeah, I don't know.
In
you
the
just
back?
said something about the side.
Oh, no. So like he was walking around this side. I think maybe he was looking for another door or something, but there's not. So then there's two back doors. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
One door goes to hers and then there's another one that comes upstairs.
Oh, okay.
But it's the front door sucks because it's like, yeah, it's, you know, it's not like separate. I wish it was a separate entrance, but it's not.
Right.
We're not going to be here very long. I don't know. We're moving.
Yeah.
So in spring, probably. Well, I don't know. Maybe late spring. Late spring. We gotta. I don't know. She wants to find a house, and you know, I don't like Wisconsin, so I don't really want to find a house here. But
kind of gotta do what she wants.
Yeah, I just kind of sit here and say, look, I want to jump out of our second story window, and she goes, well, don't break a leg because can't afford the hospital bills. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't. So we won't be here very long anyway. We thought about buying this place, but then there's like the piping issues.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to deal with that. Because I was going to buy it and then kick the downstairs neighbor out and then make it one house.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, because it'd be big. I was going to make the whole upstairs a master bedroom.
Haley, you just stay in the bottom and I'll be up top. That way, I mean, I don't have to hear you complaining about the dishes anymore.
That's what you could do.
Yeah. The kids would have to be at the bottom because all they do is boom and crash. You know what I mean? It's just, you know.
I mean, living with kids. I mean, what a...
You know, you learn to kind of just zone it out. You know what I mean? There's booming, there's crashing, you know. And you're like, shit, man, is Black Ops 3 going on down there? No, it's just the kids just, you know, having a good old time. You know, the dog's tagging along. You know what I mean?
How old are your kids?
14 and 12. Yeah.
This is going
14, 12, and then I got 2 9-year-olds right now.
Oh, so
They're both 9 right now.
Really?
Yeah, I got 3 kids' birthdays in January. My daughter and my 2 youngest.
Jesus.
So my daughter turned 14, and then my youngest just turned 9 on the 12th, and then my middle son, he's 9 right now. He turns 10 the 28th, but they're both 9 for
Oh no.
Yep. Yeah.
Which one? So
So he loves to talk shit about that.
which one's the middle?
Spencer,
And then the
the little
youngest.
brainiac.
And then the youngest is
Kavan.
And then
He's a little Tasmanian devil.
and then there's your daughter's 14,
Yep. And then I got the
and then the other one is
terrorist. He's 12.
12, and he
Yep.
is
Jermaine.
Jermaine.
Yep. So my youngest, he loves to talk shit. He can't wait, and I'm sure he forgets until someone brings it up. Or, after he turns 9, he's like, "You're not older than me." And then he wants to just kill him. I mean, he can't take it. He already wants to, kill him. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because my youngest, he's a little character, man. Oh my God.
Is that the one
he'll
that
get on
was
your
at, is
nerves.
that the one that was at your mom's that was like
Freaking out,
that
probably
like
screaming, crying?
that like they had to like he was like he got legit he like puffed. He's like
Yeah. Yeah,
he was like shook.
Yeah,
and
little Hulk. He's always angry about something.
and they were like, "Listen, you need to just go sit in the room
Yeah.
for a minute."
Yeah.
That was yours?
Yep. I have to send him up to his room all the time.
The little Hulk.
Yeah.
He's
is a
always
little-
he's always angry.
He is, dude. He is.
He's always angry
man.
about something that's funny.
He is, yeah.
It's funny when you see those kids are just always angry. Like they're just always mad. You're like, what
Well, yeah.
in life could you be mad about?
He gets mad easily, but he's usually annoying most of the time. And then, you know what I mean? He is, He's pretty cool though. He's a little fuck man. He's a little dink, you know what I mean?
He's a cool, annoying,
Yeah.
angry little shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like he just annoys the fuck out of all, his sister. They're always getting into it. She's always trying to put the hand to him.
Well, she's the
You know what I mean?
oldest because she's like, oh God, I don't want to
Yeah, she's like, get out of my dog's face.
get out of my dog's
And he's like,
face.
well, I wasn't. And the dog nips him, and then he's fucking crying, and I'm like, I just hear screaming and crying, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on in there? I'm trying to cook in here. What's going on, And so then she'll end up like hitting him, and he already got bit, and it's like, well, fuck, I just want to take your heads and clank them together, like.
How old's the dog now?
I don't know. He was born October 13th.
Okay, well,
October 13th.
We don't know.
You
We're
know.
not sure. He was born October 13th. He's a few months.
Go ahead and do the math. So anyway, oh man. So it's just,
What's his name? Bob?
Vinny. Yeah. Vinny Vincesco.
Vinny?
He's Italian.
Vinny Vincesco?
Yep, Vinny Vincesco.
I like
Yeah.
it. I like Vinny. I mean, I like human names, even
Vinny.
though
I don't. See, that's the weird thing. I don't like human names for
I think,
dogs. I
wasn't
think it's
I'm
stupid.
pretty sure I was the one that said you should name him Vinny.
Absolutely not. You didn't.
I think I did.
You didn't.
I remember.
No, it was a girl at work. You were thinking of other names. You and Haley, just dumb things. You know what I mean?
dumb things.
Yeah, John and shit. You know what I mean? John Deere Green. No. You were thinking of like other things, and I'm like, you're like, how about that? And I'm like, no. And then, you might have mentioned Tyrone. I was definitely not. And then, just weird, stupid shit. I'm like, no. But everybody was, though. Even I was coming up with dumbass shit, I'm like, how about Mo? I'm like, fuck no.
I love human
Slap
names.
myself. I don't, man. I fucking hate it.
Why?
Benji's got to be Benji, man. You got to know he's a fucking dog.
No, I like human names.
If you're talking about Mark, and I got to pick Mark up from the vet, and you're like, the fuck? What do you mean? What's Mark doing there? It's my dog.
yeah,
You're like, what the fuck, dude? No.
Yeah.
Slap yourself. I don't like it.
I don't know.
I hate it. But Vinny,
I love it.
I don't know. That one was a good one. I was like, Vinny, oh my God, yeah. He's a fucking mobster. He's a fucking, you know what I mean?
He's a mobster.
He's badass, But, this dog's just a little badass that tears shit up. He's not.
Right.
He's
He's
a little fucker. But, he's a good dog, though. He's a really good dog. But
Yeah, I what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go out and get sibling cats because I like cats, and I'm gonna name one.
human names.
Yeah, so one is gonna be Donald Trump, and the other one's Hillary Clinton. I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Wow.
Yeah.
And make sure they fight.
Yeah. I'm gonna dress them up too. I'm gonna dress them up like the two, and just I might even get one and name it Bernie Sanders. Do the whole haircut. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's funny. I love human names. The one cat's name is not even a human name.
I don't know. It pisses me off.
It's
People that
fucking-
like it. I don't know. I don't know why.
I like it. So the one cat we have is Rascal, but we call him
Rascal?
Randy.
See, that
no,
sounds-
no,
that's good.
We
Rascal.
call him Randy. We call him Randall. Randall, he'll come. He'll come to anything. You look at him as stupid. He just comes to you. I don't know. He is. When I did this table, when I epoxied this table, we had to put plastic down, and I had closed the door so Cat Care couldn't get in it.
Right.
Well, then I opened it up later that night.
He's in here
and he jumped on the plastic. Well, he got epoxy on his fucking paws, so he's sticking to the floor. And then we had to go in and cut part of his fucking hair away on his paws and use vinegar to try to get it off.
Oh shit, that probably was hard.
He's a little dick. He's such a little dick. You know, he's just, I really, sometimes I want to let him outside, but he's such a little fucking baby. He wouldn't make it. He wouldn't make it an hour outside.
Damn.
But we call him Randy. We call him Randy because Haley's grandma came over one time. We were living out in the other house before we moved to Florida, and she goes, "Where's Randall?" And I said, "His name is Rascal."
Oh, that's
and
funny.
she goes, "Ah," and then we just, I don't know, it stuck. I started calling him Randy, and then Randall, and then sometimes we'd call him Randall Cobb. And then,
right.
I mean, I don't know.
That's funny.
I don't know.
Funny. Yeah, you kind of just go off of things.
Yeah.
Which,
like Malaya is the other cat, the girl cat that we have. Her name is Malaya, but
cool.
we don't even call her Malaya.
Right.
We call her Nugs.
Right.
So
yeah.
I don't know.
I had a cat. She was fucking crazy. She was the coolest cat ever. You know what I mean? She was mean as fuck. Like, but she was cool. She was cool too. You just had to learn her vibe. I mean, you had to learn how to, you know what I mean?
Learn her vibe.
You had to learn her vibe, dude. You get your hand mauled off. You know what I mean?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, So her
learn.
name was Layla. We didn't fucking call her that. Like her name's Layla. The neighbors, oh, hi, Layla. Shh. That's her fucking name, but we don't fucking call her that. You think you'd know that since you live next to us.
What'd you call her?
Quinn.
Quinn.
I don't know why.
That's funny.
Ever since I was little, all cats are called Quinn.
Was she a black cat?
No.
Oh, because I feel like
She
Quinn,
was beautiful. She was like part Maine Coon. She wasn't really big though, but you could see like, oh my God, her fur was so beautiful. She had this long tail. She just looked majestic. You know what I mean?
Looked majestic.
She had like all the colors of like the fall. She was brown, little pieces of tan. She was beautiful. Like if she was sitting outside in the fall time, you couldn't even see her. She'd blend in perfectly, but she was so beautiful. And so I think by her being like so beautiful and she was long haired that like everyone was drawn to her. Like no matter what, whoever I brought over to my house, I'm like, oh, I kind of forget about her until she'd show up and they would like be like, oh my God, wow, she's so beautiful. Wow. Oh, hi, kitty. I'm like, here, wait, no.
Don't touch her.
Look at, she looks, she looks pretty.
Oh, yeah.
She'll fucking bite you, and then listen, and they're like, oh, and they're like, oh, okay. And they kind of back off a little bit and they're like, no. And I'm like, she looks like she's coming up to me.
Go ahead.
Do not fucking approach. Dude, she's going to bite you. I'm telling you. Listen to me. So I have
approach.
to I have to give them the whole spiel. Like, hey man, no, because look at, she'll fucking come up to you and act like she's nice. She'll rub on you and want you to pet her and everything. She'll rub on you.
And then she does
You'll pet her. I'm like, oh my God, she's loving it, and she'll turn around and fucking bite the shit out of your fucking hand.
And then she does it.
And she ain't doing it lightly. And you're like, what the fuck? You're like, and then I'm like, God damn it. And I gotta grab her and put her in the basement. And I'm like,
you file an insurance claim.
I fucking tell you not to touch her. I don't care what the fuck she did. She's lying. She don't really like and she probably did, but yeah, she used to bite my fucking leg all the time when I'd come in the kitchen, and she was bougie. She was bad and bougie. She used to like if you she wanted you to refresh her food. You could put she'd have some food in there.
Yeah.
But she wanted you to refresh it.
Right.
It was stale. I don't know. She just ate this morning, and then you know what I mean. And then she'd want you to put a little bit more on the top of it. Then she would eat it. She would eat it all.
It's crazy because that's how my cats.
Yeah.
My cats.
I'd even be like, I'm like, and she, she'd rub on my legs, and I could tell she wanted me, and I'm like, cat, what the fuck? I'm doing dishes right now. I'm tripping over you. Stop it, And if you didn't like do what she had wanted right then and there, I'd pet her for a minute, and then I'd learn like 3 little pets, and then get away from her, or she's in a fuck. Because all the time she'd even try to bite me, and I'm like, bitch, I fucking feed you.
Yeah.
How fucking you crazy fucking cunt.
Yeah, she ain't playing.
So I'd pet her, and then I'd quick, and I'm like, okay, I'm not, okay, now I gotta do dishes. And she'd follow me and rub on me, and I'm like, cat, what the fuck? I'm like, you already got fucking food, dumbass. It's in there. I'm not fucking refreshing it because you're mental disorder.
Right.
And then So I'd be walking away, and then she'd grab on to my fucking leg. Like, she'd grab on and then and I'd be like, ah, and I'm like, that fucking hurt. And she'd be like, and she'd kind of walk out, I'm like,
Really?
you
Nothing
fucking
happened.
psychotic bitch.
Yeah, that's a psychopath, man.
Now that you bit me, now you're cool, you're just gonna walk off?
Yeah.
You don't want the fucking food anymore?
That's like that That's like that show.
You fucking crazy person?
She's like nice, but then she does some real psycho shit. But then she's nice. But then you're sleeping.
Crazy.
Oh man, no, our cats don't.
And she's bit everybody. She's bit all the
still
fucking
have her?
neighbor. No.
Oh.
But yeah, she's fucking awesome. Like, she bit all the neighbor fucking kids, and I mean, she bit all my kids. She bit me numerous times,
What'd you
if
do with her?
I got rid of her. It wasn't just.
How long did you have her?
I had her for like, I don't know, like 4 years.
Damn, you just got rid of her? That's some cold shit.
I know. It's sad.
I say I'm gonna get rid of Randy all the
sad.
time, and I never fucking do. I'm like, I'm getting rid of your fucking stupid. I do it. I'm like, because he just does stupid. He's such Malaya, the other cat, would be laying, and he does stupid shit. That little,
right.
And I can't catch him. I can't fucking catch him either. He's a, ugh. And then I tell her, I go, I'm done. That's it. He's gone. He's out of this house. We're getting rid of him. And then the next
I ain't taking no fucking answers.
Yeah. And then the next day rolls around. Haley goes,
hey, buddy.
So are we doing it? And I'm like, whatever. Fucking.
No. I was just pissed. You know that. Come on.
That's what I'm going to do to my kids.
You don't fucking know me by now.
My kid's going to do something and say, you're done tomorrow. You're going to the orphanage. That's it. Yep. You fucked up. You shouldn't have done it. Tomorrow, when you get home from school.
You fucked up big time, Tommy Tippy.
Right. Yeah.
If you fucking think that
you're going away, and then the next day rolls around, and he or she's gonna come
I'll
in.
let you stay for a fucking week, and we'll see how it goes.
He and she's gonna come in from school, and I'm gonna say, okay, well, here's the deal. Your mom talked me out of it, okay? And then Haley's gonna be behind me going,
he's a puss.
Yeah, like he's a little bitch. I didn't talk him out of it. I told him he should do it. No, he.
Oh man, right?
That's funny.
Fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But I think cats are fucking cool, man, because they don't give a shit, man. They do what the fuck they want.
Well, that's why I like cats.
You know what I mean? They're so cool, and it's like, yeah, you can just leave them, food,
you can.
water, you clean their stuff, whatever. Yeah. Well, except you said yours has some anxiety issues or something. We talked about that last time.
Oh yeah,
or maybe the first time. I don't know.
Malaya. She's like legit, like you. If we leave for a day, like even 3 or 4 hours, when we come back, she'll let us know. Like, she will legitimately let us know she didn't like it. She won't eat. She won't drink water. Like, there's somebody has to come to the house.
Gotta fucking right.
I have to have a fucking house sitter for a cat,
yeah.
And I should just be able to. And the other cat, he said he's such a fucking idiot. We leave and go, where'd they go? I got food and water. Whatever.
I'm going to knock this shit down, fuckers.
Yeah, like, that's how he is. He's like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to get up on the counter and sleep where the dishes go because they're not home. And I might even,
They're going to find out, those assholes. They're going to see hair appear.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers, what they get.
Yeah. And then the other one, Malaya's like, that's okay.
And
That's
they're
okay.
dying and shit, yeah.
She's like, that's okay. Go ahead and leave. I'm not going to eat.
I'll never talk to him for 3 days when I come back.
I'm not going to eat.
Come back.
Not going to drink water. Not gonna let them pet me. Nothing.
I'm going to kill myself.
Yeah. So then we come home and she'll walk up to us and we go to pet her and she'll walk away. And then she'll walk away and she'll sit and she'll just look right at us and cock her head. I'm like, this little bitch. What? Yeah. No, we can't. So we got to have somebody come over to the house. Like, we're going on vacation for a week.
That's crazy.
In spring. And we're going to go down south. And I'm going to have somebody come over to my house. I'll probably have to have my mom stay here for a couple of days and then maybe her uncle Bryce.
That's funny.
Because I can't leave her alone. Well, and he's a dick. He's kind of an asshole to her, the other one. He's just, he's such a little, I'm stressed out just thinking about him.
Right.
I see him and I'm like.
So you are a parent.
I am, because he's like, she'll just be sleeping and he'll just attack her. He's such a little dink, dude. Oh my God. And then I want to, I want to give him a little flick right on the nose, right on the old snout, but I can't catch his little ass.
Right.
And then he goes and hides. I don't know where the fuck he's at. I'm like, well, there's only so many
So
places.
by that time, you're calmed down.
Well, yeah, by that time, I was
Like, I
like,
wanted to fucking flick you when I had it all built up.
yeah, when I had it all built up, I want to give you a flick to the
A-hole.
snout, and then he gets away from.
gone.
Yeah, I can't get him, and then you can't clip his nails. He doesn't let you. So his nails are so sharp
Right.
that it's
long.
like ridiculous. Well, he just hides, and then I look in all the spots, and I'm like, there's nowhere else. There's nowhere
You
else.
probably
in this
ate a
house.
hole underneath your bed and up in the top.
I don't know where
Like
he
my
goes.
cat used to
I don't
do.
know where he goes. I don't know where any of them go. Like we'll come home sometimes and we don't know where Malaya's at. We'll look everywhere, in all the spots. And I'm like, okay, well she didn't get out because
Right.
we would have seen it. I'm like, she's got to be in here.
Right.
And then like we've locked her in the closet before because that's where the garbage used to be. And she snuck in there when we opened the door. And then all of a sudden I'm sitting in the living room. I'm like, it was about 15 minutes. I'm like, do you hear that? And it's like, and I'm like, what is that? So then we go and we're looking around the house and I open the door and she just looks at me and meows. Doesn't even come out. I'm like, listen, get the fuck out.
Right.
Get out now.
Yeah, and they don't listen. Yeah, it's definitely a kid.
Oh yeah, she doesn't listen. And then
Yeah, it's a
then she'll go in our kitchen and she'll open a cupboard and she'll go in the cupboard all the way in the very back of it. And then I shut the cupboard because it's open and she's in it. So then all of a sudden I hear like her beating against the cupboard. And then I go out there and I open it and she walks into the back. And I'm like, oh you little bitch. You're done. You're done. Go into the living room
Get
now.
the fuck to your room.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fine, you can go in that room. I don't care. Get in a room. That's right. You're gonna listen to me around here. You did go. Yeah.
Go to your room. That room's fine. That room's fine too.
That one's fine. Get and stay in there.
You're gonna
listen to me. She listened to me.
I feel like that's what I'm gonna do when I have a
man.
kid. I feel like I'm gonna go out there and be like, she listened. And he's gonna go, what'd you do? And I'm like, she said she wanted ice cream. I only let her have a Nutty Buddy bar. That's it. That's it.
You don't get ice cream, but you can get this only because that's the rule.
That's the rule.
I said it, and you're gonna listen.
Yeah. I said you don't get ice cream, but you can have Rice Krispie, but you don't get no ice cream. You're gonna listen to me. You're gonna listen to what I say.
All the time. I forget that they're grounded. I ground them in the morning because I'm pissed. I'm like, all right, get up here and clean up. All right, boys, you done getting dressed? You brush your teeth? Yeah, all right. Okay, come up here, make your beds now. All right. They go up there, and it's just the older two working, and my younger one's just fucking doing flips and shit. And no wonder they want to kill his ass. You know what I mean? They're like, he ain't doing, and I come up there, and I'll catch him, and I'm like, fuck you doing in here? Well, I'm cleaning. Really? You're fucking cleaning with a marker and a paper in your fucking hand, huh? What are you fucking doing? Writing chore list?
Cleaning up my lettering.
Get to fucking cleaning, Frank. Get for your grounded,
You just call him Frank?
No, I don't know what I said before I fucking,
They said Frank.
No.
I was gonna say that's funny. There's so many people that.
And then
do
he
that.
always does this dumbass look that pisses me off so bad. Oh my god, yeah. If I'm pissed, and I'm like, hurry the fuck up and clean up before you're grounded, he'll go, and he'll keep it there just to piss me off. I'm like,
He really. He just keeps it. He doesn't.
oh yeah, no, just to piss me off. Does it to me? Does it to my mom? And it does. And I'm like, fucking, oh my god, I'm gonna hurt this kid. Okay, get the fuck. No, yeah, he will. yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's a freaking little dink, man. Yeah, he will.
What is it with kids? Because that's kind.
He'll do a little scared face, or and I'll be like, I'm like, get in there, and he'll and hold it, and it's kind of funny. And I'm just like, you fucking little dink. You know what? I want to laugh, but I kind of want to fucking choke you out right now. I'm like, just get, or if I'm pissed, I'll be like, get out of there. And he'll be like,
That's what.
and I'm like, I just get to fucking step
My
in.
brother's youngest does that.
I'm like, man,
When I
this
go over
kid,
there,
man.
I go, Jace, if you don't stop,
Can't
if you don't
take that.
stop, I'm gonna pull your pants on. I'm gonna whoop your ass with my belt, right? And then he looks at me and he goes, "This." He goes,
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, the look, you're like,
And then-
the kid's testing me, man.
yeah, or he's,
And I'm fucking failing.
yeah, or and it's it's my nephew, and my brother
Yeah.
doesn't care, because it's still my nephew,
Right.
and I'll whoop his ass. Well, he's sitting at the table and he's eating, but he's like, so and then he won't close his mouth. Oh, close your mouth when you chew your food. So you know what he'll do? He'll shove a whole bunch of food in there and he'll go, and I'm like, I swear to God, okay.
This kid's fucking
I'm
testing
like,
me, man. Like,
Lord, if you're there,
give me the strength.
you better give me strength. Yeah, he does that shit. That must be a kid thing.
It is a kid thing.
I don't know. He does the same, just so weird. He does it. He'll do something wrong, and I'll look at him and I'll go, I'm gonna, don't do that. And he'll look at me and he'll go, I won't. And then he'll turn around and walk away. I'm like, did he just did he just do a sarcastic I won't to me? And my brother looks at me and he goes, he did. And I'm like,
damn.
I'm like, I
don't got no support, bro.
I was like, it's your kid. And he goes,
it is.
And he just shakes his head. And I'm like, are you, and he's like,
what can I say?
Yeah, just, yeah.
That's funny.
Children.
I
know. What time is it?
It's time to go, man.
All right.
Gotta go.
That's it. You got to go pick up the kids.
Gotta pick them up. See what the new adventures are about.
Sound like you said nude.
No,
she said new.
New adventures.
New
adventures. And I'll be back again.
Yeah, she's gonna be a regular.
To see you guys.
It's just gonna be. It's just the way it's gonna be.
Over and out.
Later.
Oh man.